What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. I hope you're having a really good day so far. Friends, this is my brother. This is my friends.
Who am I going to introduce to you?
Just say your name.
Oh, my name's Ricky. That's it.
We're gonna have some Mexican food. This is the best Mexican food in the valley, in my opinion. If you're ever in the Coachella Valley, you're in Palm Springs, this is Bermuda Dunes area. This is called Victor's Mexican Food.
I don't know if you guys can.
They have,
it's actually really good.
Is it beer battered or is it just
beer battered shrimp tacos?
Yeah, it has shrimp tacos, fish tacos. As I said, I was eating like plant-based, but I'm doing more like pescatarian stuff. That's why I said I'm not really vegan, so I'm gonna definitely enjoy this. And I asked you on my Instagram and on the community tab to ask your questions that you may have for us, just like anything. I glanced quickly at the questions and you guys were going in. You're trying to find some tea and some info. You're pretty straight up.
The answers.
He's pretty like honest, so I'm a little worried. Should I take off the glasses?
Take a bite after you I don't have to wait, right? I can see.
Oh shit, is there no napkins? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding?
No napkins.
Pues, está perro. This question comes for Carter Sutton. Tell us something about Jair that we probably don't know and would be surprised.
Oh snap. Doesn't know that would surprise him. I'm trying to think of something that'll actually like surprise him. No, you made a video about how chubby you were, right? Like,
yes, everyone knows.
Looking at you now, you'd probably be surprised about that. As kids, back then, we were kids. As a joke, I don't know, he thought it was funny. He would pin me down with my hands like this, so he'd be over me, and he was a lot bigger, as you guys probably seen in some pictures. He would pin me down and do the whole loogie thing, where like he'd spit loogie down, slurp it back up. But maybe like one or twice he didn't in time, so it actually fell on me.
Oh,
so
fuck.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
I think that'd be a little surprising, because I don't think people would think of you to be we were kids.
Yeah, I was a big brother that did stuff.
Surprising, maybe, actually, because I haven't seen it a lot I haven't seen all your videos, but like, from what I've seen of your videos, I think you guys might be surprised at how good he could dance.
That's a good one. Because
like in the family, it's like, oh, Jay can dance, and I don't think the YouTube follower, I'll go with that one. I'll go with my second answer. Forget the loogie stuff.
Yeah, I like to dance. I think I've mentioned it briefly, but I feel like most of our family likes to dance. Next question is from Miguel Domingos. He asked, when you first started YouTube and he first found out, what did he thought about it? What do you think about when I first made videos?
I thought it was cool. Because I've been watching YouTube for a while. Like, I feel like, what year was it?
2012.
12, yeah. I always thought it was cool because I watched YouTube. And I remember when he first told me, it was one of those things where I was like, okay, here he goes again. Like, he has a lot of things he does, but he always does them, so it's like, oh, let's see where this goes. And I remember him filming. He would close his room, he would lock it, and I'd just hear you, and then I would watch it, and it was so cringy. Like, I'm sure all YouTubers, their first videos.
Yeah.
I always thought it was gonna be a hobby. I always thought it was gonna be like every now, but then little by little, I was like, oh, he's taking it more serious. He's spending a lot more time in his room doing that. Like, he's editing more, he's filming more. And
I got this question a lot, actually, in different forms, but the same question from Alex Rivera. How is it like coming out to your brother?
Right,
but I also got a lot of questions asking, how is it like when I came out to you? Like, what did you think, your reaction? I had a feeling deep down that he was gonna be fine with it. To reverse the question, because a lot of people asked, how is it like when I came out to you? Like,
I mean, it was like a finally moment for me. It was like a finally. I forgot when I never knew for sure, because I never wanted to judge. I never wanted to assume. Growing up, I want to say it was that True Life episode of coming out, where I was like, whoa, it's that big of a deal. Like, I was a kid, I was like, I don't, who cares? But watching that episode, I was like, whoa, that's a bit, like, I guess it's a big thing for them. So when I first was getting like I think Jair might be gay, or like, I was very like, I'll let him.
They're gonna be like Jair.
Oh yeah, Jair.
That's another thing, go on.
It's Jair. But Jair's easier to say though. But
it sounds weird when you say it.
Jair, yeah, I would say Jair. But yeah, so I was always like, okay, I'm gonna let him on his time tell me. I mean, so when I remember when there's a certain time where I was like, okay, I think he is. Like, I'm more like 90% sure type thing. And after that, I remember I tried to make it obvious of like telling you little things to make you know that I was okay with it. And I remember vividly, I was in the kitchen at my mom's and you were getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know if it was when you were at Lucky Brand, but you were getting ready, so you're doing your hair thing. And then I remember I felt it. I just felt, I was like, he's about to tell me, because your voice was like nervous, trembling, cracking, kind of like wanting to cry. And I was like, we're having a normal conversation. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, what is he about? Like, is something going on, or is he gonna tell me? Like, I remember he just told me. I forgot how you told me, but you're just like, you know, right, or something like that. And I was like, what? And I kept I wanted him to tell me. And then I was, yeah, I knew. Like, it was just like, whatever. And you're like, what? And you're crying, and then you're just like, okay. You left. Nothing changed. I mean, it was always the same. But I remember. That was my reaction. Yeah. I knew already, it's normal, it doesn't change anything.
Who is the eldest between the both of you? I'm older.
By 4 years.
By 4 years. This is a good question too. Miguel Angel asked, one pet peeve from each other when you were growing up. Well,
you already know which one came to my head right away. Saturday mornings, especially Saturday mornings for some reason.
What?
Growing up, we had this thing where it was a super pet peeve. Gosh. I don't know why, I was very like, I like my certain alone time in my room.
Oh yeah.
I like to just chill, no one come in my room, let me just be in my room, whether I'm watching TV, playing video games, looking up and reading an article. And I don't know why when I was in high school, obviously in high school, everything seems like super important. And then JairWoo would do this thing where he would go in my room and just lay there, and I'm like, on my bed, and I'm like, hey, can you please get out? And he's just like, no. And I'm just like, can you please, like, yo, like, and you know when you slowly just start to get annoyed, and I'd get to a point where I'm like, yo, get out of my room, and he's just like, 5 more minutes. Oh my god.
If you guys could do a sibling trip, no parents or other relatives or significant others, where would you go? We talk about this all the time.
Tokyo, Australia right now is like I'm just gonna throw this out there because you never know if someone's watching that has connections. Amazing Race. I mean,
yes.
Fuck, we'll sign the paper tomorrow, today. I still have a lot of like the more common ones, but he kind of marked those off already. So I still want to go to Spain, England, Italy, France. Like, sorry, I'm gonna flip this now. I'm gonna ask a question. Out of all the places you've been to, which was your favorite? And I know it kind of depends.
Spain.
Was it Spain?
And Virgin Islands for just the tropical vibes.
Beach,
like,
yeah.
And Rome. I don't know, it's hard. I'm so bad at questions. You know that. I'm really bad at answering. Like, I'm a Libra.
You get a bunch of answers.
This is gonna get very sappy. What are your favorite things about each other?
I would say...
I can start.
You start. No, I'll start. Because it's on my head already. I'll say one.
Damn.
If this is speaking from a brother's perspective, it's not just like, oh, obviously, duh. But like, I know that no matter what I do, I have support. That's one thing. He's literally like, whatever you do, go for it. You got it. You'll do it. You can do it. Very like that, motivational, supportive. This is where I think why we get along so much, because we're pretty similar in this way. Where it takes a lot for us to get mad. So it's like if we were to do something to one another, it's like, yeah, we might be annoyed and mad, but it's like an hour later, it's like, yo, what are we gonna eat? Yeah. It's like super like chill, and we just don't hold things like grudges and stuff.
That's true.
A big thing that I've told you that I like admire from afar, discipline. This guy has a fucking discipline. Sorry to curse, but a discipline that I don't have. Where it's like, I'm gonna try vegan for a month. 30 days go by, you didn't have a piece of meat or whatever. It's like, I'm gonna lose this much weight. However long it takes, you lose it. And it's like, dang, to see it, it's like, holy crap. Or like the YouTube thing. I remember when you first started, like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTube, like, I'm whatever this is.
Yeah, and because it wasn't that big.
Here we are. Nope. Sorry,
there's no one.
Just a kind person. I mean, you're just nice. I always say this. Between him and my mom, nicest people I fucking know, ever met. It's... Oh, he's gonna probably cry now.
No. Thank you, I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, like, same. There's so many qualities, like, I'm not just saying that. And I think I've told you before, like, I feel like you have the discipline too, honestly. Like, I really do. Like, yeah, you come across as, you don't come across, but like, you try to be all like hard, but he's like, you like care a lot about people in a good way. Yeah. Oh, another thing too, I feel like you're really wise. You've definitely given me advice. He was like the older, younger brother, where very direct, but like I said, in a good way. Like you won't sugarcoat things, but he's not like a dick. Very kind, hardworking.
I'm gonna put this all on my resume.
Very friendly to like everybody, but you're also not like a pushover, which I like. The true Gemini. Several people asked this also. What is the best childhood memory you've all had?
Damn, there's a lot.
There's so many.
That's one thing, is I did not have a boring childhood with this guy in the house. First thing I could think of, one of our old friends from Mexico visited for the first time. I think it was his first time in the States.
Yeah.
And basically, it was mainly between you two. I kind of was always like, you would bring me along.
Yeah.
But between them two, what they did was in the back, in our patio area, in the backyard, they basically set up and recreated music videos from different bands. And we did Blink 182 in the back, where like I was a drummer in the back. I had sticks in my hands hitting like paint bins that were tilted over, and then they had like broomsticks playing the
drum, or as a guitar. I would force him to be on my talk show, building stages in the backyard.
That was a good one.
I built a freaking stage in the backyard.
We built a stage.
I used to go to my neighbors and interview like Vanessa and all them.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I don't know, this was back, obviously like technology was still, obviously it was there, but it wasn't like how it is now. So we used to, I used to make mountains of pillows.
That was fun too.
Like I would make mountains of pillows and blankets, and him and like my other cousin would be at the, like I'd stack it on couches, and I'd like go to the top and like knock it over, and they'd be on the floor like, oh. Do you always approve of the people each other date?
So far.
Yeah. Did you have to cover for each other growing up? What's the story?
I have a good story. So this was like a little bit after high school, and I was smoking weed with my friend. And for those out there that smoke weed, you can get shake, which is like, it's not potent, it's not strong, it's actually honestly like pretty cheap, dry weed. There's this guy who was selling big Ziploc bags for like $10. He sold it for cheap, and I had 2 big bags, and I remember I had them in a soccer bag, and I got home that night and I forgot to go put it. I had a little area in the garage where I'd keep it, and I just forgot. I mean, the year after high school, because I remember I was doing a computer support technician course program thing, and I'm at school, and he texted me, and actually I still remember the text, perfect text. He put, either come up with the story now or just tell my mom the truth because your room reeks. That's all I needed to know. And I was like, fuck. And I got home, and my mom right away was like, how was school? She tried to play off. I was like, good, blah, blah.
Oh, and she found out, she called me in the room, and she was like crying, and she's like, she thought
I was a dealer.
In my head, I'm like, uh-oh, he's gonna get in trouble. So I'm like, you need to come up with like a story or something.
Yeah, that was perfect, because if I would have got just blindsided when I got home with that, I would be like, I don't know, mom.
Yeah.
And I actually had time to like, okay, let me tell her the truth, maybe twist it a little bit.
Sometimes when I'm trying to talk to you, you're like on your phone, and you're just like, and you don't look. Well, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, because I like when I talk to someone, like when I talk to you, like I like when they see me in the eye instead of
just
like,
fucking with me right now. Yeah. You know you're fucking with me right now. That's what he does.
So I'm like, yeah. But I do the same, honestly. Like I'm really bad if I'm texting someone or like on my phone and you're trying to talk to me, I can't multitask. I'm just like,
it took me a while to catch on what you're doing. I'm like, what is he? That sounds like something you do.
But you do that same thing.
I've been doing it lately more, because I'm just like, we agreed that who cares,
just like, sure. And I'm like, someone asked, what do you do for a living?
I work at a distribution company. No, I used to work at a distribution. I
mentioned in the last video that you came back because like,
married, divorced. Well, not legally yet.
Spilled some tea.
I don't care.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it is what it is. But married, it didn't work out. Moved back because all my family's here, and I was like, why am I in Washington still?
You got married,
and then moved out there. Loved it over there actually, like, but it didn't work out, so I moved back, and it's good. It's just the weather doesn't help at all. Honestly, the only thing I have bad to say about this place is the weather. That's it.
Yeah.
Only the weather.
During summer.
Yeah, during summer. Winter's actually nice. I like the winter. Because we grew up very traditional, Mexican traditional household. Yeah. So the food, it's amazing, but it's honestly not good for you. Like, a lot of it's not that good for you.
It's a balance. I always say 80-20. Like, I had some fish tacos, which is not that bad. But then I'm going to have, like, veggies later and like protein and but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, that concludes the video. I'm gonna leave it before this camera dies because
again,
thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like down below. Thank you for joining the video.
Can I say like, comment, subscribe?
Yes, do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just
comment,
like,
subscribe.
comment, subscribe. I always wanted to say that.
Coffee.
Yes.
I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, Starbucks.